What's going on, everybody? Danny Gutierrez here. Thank you for joining me today on this episode of the Total Fight Mic. I know it's been a while since we've last spoke. A lot has happened since then. Today is March 31st of 2020. No MMA, obviously. There's no MMA to talk about. However, would like to address the situation that everybody's in. I know it's a little bit stressful and kind of discouraging, especially when our government tells us to stay inside when we have to, when there's a pandemic going on. Let me just say this. I'm not a medical expert by any means. My girlfriend's a CNA at Christ Hospital. Her mother's a nurse. My mother was a CNA. That does not make me a medical expert in any means, by any means. But if I am very bold to say, I don't really feel like that a lot of the American citizens are taking this pandemic very seriously. And specifically because of the ideology of, well, it's not happening to me, so I don't need to particularly worry about it. But in all honesty, and far be it from me, this is something that should be taken seriously, and this isn't anything to take lightly, specifically because of the fact that none of us are medical experts, and this is very difficult for us to understand. At first, the COVID-19 pandemic was mainly fatally problematic for people who were older, people who were in their older ages, people who were terminally ill. But now, as the numbers start to increase throughout the entire world, I won't even say throughout the nation, because throughout the entire, some parts are getting a little bit better. China is getting a decrease in COVID-19 cases, as well as certain most parts of Asia, certain parts of Italy. But Italy still facing some problems when it comes to the COVID-19 pandemic. And here's the thing. This isn't just the beginning, but we haven't even reached the apex of this global pandemic. So I'm going to tell you guys what you guys have probably already heard 1,000 times over. Take this very seriously. Be very cautious. Stay home if you can. Actually, right now I'm at work on my break, and I'm technically an essential worker, so I have to be at work, and I'm actually pretty thankful that I have a job. I very much feel for those who've lost their jobs and who have to apply for unemployment. Guys that, or people that are having a real tough time figuring out how they're going to pay their mortgages or pay their rent or pay their next phone bill or car bill. It's stressful, it's difficult, it sucks. Grocery store workers, we should be thanking our grocery store workers, our gas station workers, our construction workers, people who are still working from home, people who are actually getting paid to be at home. Be thankful that you guys have the ability to remain at home and get paid for it, even if you are working from home. There's a lot of people out there who don't have a job in which allows them to take time off and get paid for it, because if they're taking time off, that means they're not getting paid for it. So I just wanted to take this time to make sure that you hold your loved ones close to your heart. Make sure you let them know how much they mean to you. Just make sure that you guys are safe. Stay well. Thank you guys so much for watching. And I know I haven't said anything that hasn't been said before, but stay safe. And I will see you guys in the sequel. Bye, everybody.